Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you? I'm fine, and I hope that you are too. Good morning, friends. I hope you had a great long weekend. It had some beautiful weather, some nice, warm, sunny weather. So I hope you got outside to play. And then we planted some flowers this weekend. Okay, we are going to start with our letter Z today. Today we're going to introduce the letter Z. The Z says Z. If you do it right, Z, it vibrates and tickles your teeth. Put your teeth together and go Z, like a buzzing bee. All right, we start with our Z with one, oh, it's crooked. One line that way, and a longer line that way. Oh, that looks a little bit like the number 7, doesn't it? A little bit like the number 7. We're going to put another little bottom part on it. There. That's the capital Z, the big Z. Now we're going to make the lowercase z, which looks exactly the same, only smaller. Takes 3 straight lines to make the Z. Oop. Came undone. There we go. So now we have the capital Z and the lowercase z. Good job. All right. I'm going to sing our name song, and let's see if we can find any Z's in our names. Ready? Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Chris Siciliano starts with a C. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Anderson Moran starts with an A. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Peter Bayless starts with a P. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Liam Espy starts with an L. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Chloe Baumgartner starts with a K. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Harper Scatta starts with an H. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Lexi Turan starts with an L. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Juniper Warga starts with a J. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Hudson Selinsky starts with an H. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Rose Lou starts with an R. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Elena Shen starts with an E. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Arya Chahan starts with an A. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Lucy Klatz starts with an L. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Zoe Chen starts with a Z. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Brody Cochran starts with a B. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Nora Nasapak starts with an N. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Gavin Stankos starts with a G. Hickety pickety bumblebee, won't you say your name with me? Jace Casson starts with a J. All right, I noticed 2 friends that had Z's in their names. We have Zoe, has a Z at the beginning of her name. And Lucy has a Z at the end. Lucy Klotz has a Z at the end of her name. So that's 1, 2 friends that have a Z in their name. All right, let's count how many friends don't have a Z in their name. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 friends do not have a Z in their name, and 2 friends do have a Z in their names. All right, let's go and do some calendar. Miss Tanya has her marker here. All right, we're going to start with our pattern. We got to hold it way out here to do our pattern. All right, ready, friends? We're going to start. We'll start here at number 13 with our pattern, number pinks. Okay, pink, green, green, pink, green, green, pink, green, green, pink, green, green, pink. Ooh, green is our next color. Our calendar is getting big and Miss Tanya's having some trouble getting it all in. All right, now we have to count. Okay, I'll move a little bit closer for counting so we can see our numbers. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 is today. I don't know why Miss Tanya is not great at those 2s, but 26. That is today. Ooh, I dropped my marker. Sorry. All right, 26. So we're going to go all the way up. Today is Tuesday. Tuesday, May 26th. All right, let's look at our days of the week. Do we see any Z's in our days of the week? I don't see any Z's in our days of the week. Let's sing our days of the week song, and then maybe we'll see some. Ready? We'll do the snapping one. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Now, I did not see any Z's in the days of the week. I did not hear any either. All right. So, Z is a really tough letter to find. I did not find any books that represented our Z's very well, but I did find a couple of poems that I thought were cute that had some Z's in them. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. It says, summer days. And while you hear a Z at the end of days, there's not a Z, but there's a Z sound. Days. Summer days. A grasshopper hops, a windmill stops, a bee buzzes along, kissing flowers. These summer days are perfect in ways except for the afternoon showers. Now, there were some Z's and buzzes. All right, let me find the other one. This one is kind of silly. It's about uncles and aunts. It says, this first starts out here, it says, Uncle Mo, you'll hear Z sound. My Uncle Mo has a big mustache. It's brushy as it can be. When he stands up straight and tall, he looks like a tree. Sorry, Miss Tiny didn't do that one very great. Very good. All right, let's do the other one. Uncle Keith. My Uncle Keith has great big teeth. He can eat corn really fast. My grandma Rose has a really big nose. When she sneezes, it's more like a blast. And then Uncle Larry. My Uncle Larry is really quite hairy. We giggle each time that he passes. We try not to stare, but he looks like a bear wearing shorts and goofy sunglasses. Those are silly poems. And I have this story. It's called Twinkle, Twinkle, Time for Bed. Which is not time for bed. You guys probably all just woke up. But twinkle, twinkle, time for bed. Whoops. Here we go. Time to rest your sleepy head. Look what she's got there. What kind of an animal does she have? Is it a zebra? Is she putting a zebra down? Such a busy day is done. Friends and games were so much fun. A bedtime story feels just right. One more kiss. Sleep tight. Good night. And then there's some Z's right here because she's pretending to snore for sleeping. All right. And another fun activity that I have on our daily highlight that I'll send out is a marble maze. And Miss Tanya made one that looks like a Z, but you can make any kind of a maze. It's really good for hand-eye coordination for them. The marble is kind of hard to do standing up, but if they put a marble in there and they have to rotate it to find to the Z shape, and they do it this way. They have it hold it up like this, and then they have to do it like that. But another thing that they've all done in our classroom is magnets. We've done this before. Is you can put a paper clip or another magnet inside the box, and then they have to run it along the back to stay inside the Z maze. And our friends have done this before. We've used a paper clip and one of our handheld magnets underneath a box, and they've gone through a maze with the paper clip. It's really good for their hand-eye coordination. All right, friends, I will talk to you later. Bye.